What is going on, guys? We're back with another fantasy-style rebuild on Madden 17, and this is, of course, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and this is our roster. It's actually one of the quote-unquote easier teams to rebuild, as they have a lot of young talent, a lot of really good, like Miles Jack is a great player to use to develop. Jalen Ramsey, one of the best cornerbacks in the game, considering he's already superstar development traits, so young with decent stats. The first thing is, of course, to trade away players that might have value, like Barry Church, who's already old the way it is, and replace him with Will Hill, who's not too much worse. Not that we even traded him there. Did I not show the Dak Prescott trade there? We got Dak Prescott. We have Aaron Donald. Now we have Corey Linsley. Tried to get Bakhtiari. They were not having it. That's a pretty decent trade there as we get C.J. Mosley. Here we go to the Seahawks. Trying to find something, and we get Justin Britt off them. Might come back to them later for Sherman or Jimmy Graham or something. Here we end up with a first-round pick from the Niners. Of course, that's a great team to trade from for their first-round picks. And here's two green interests. For whatever reason, the Colts wanted these guys, and we want their linemen. That's something I think the Jaguars could work on. So that's what we did. Darren Lee, another fast, young middle linebacker. Here might be the greatest move that we've had so far in the rebuild for trades. And now going for another first-round pick. Blake Bortles, the Browns kind of have a legit quarterback now, perhaps. I'm going for another offensive lineman, just about all centers, which we do kind of train, move them around, get the line going. Jimmy Graham was the overall move instead of Sherman. Figured offense was the way to go since we already have really good corners. And our linebacker core is already pretty set as well. Cleaning up on the Colts here, getting another first-round pick. This is the lineup, though. Looking pretty decent for year one. It's actually looking really good for year one. One of our best we've had. Can we win the Super Bowl year one, though? Is there enough talent on defense and offense? Offense seems to be the better thing ever since we took over, when that's usually not the start for this Jags team. So I've said it many times before, but 500 likes, and we will do 2 uploads a week, starting with... of these rebuilds, of course. 0-1. I thought this was going to be amazing. This team is one of the best teams we've ever built year one. But yeah, if we get 500 likes, I will do 2 a week for the foreseeable future, even if that's realistic rebuilds. I suppose cornerback, just lock that in real quick. Got a right tackle and a cornerback. So like I said, 2 things we actually could really use. So Ben Kaladaje and Matt Anoba, second round talent. It has him as a red bar, but I don't see it. Those are some good stats. Might be our safety next year. We'll see. And then, of course, right tackle, very important position. First round talent, late first, 22 years old. Pretty stellar. We're in week 17, and you best believe, I believe we're in the playoffs. At least 12-4. This is a really damn good year one team. If we're not in the playoffs, I'm going to be absolutely devastated, as, like I said, 12-4 should be the absolute minimum with a squad like this. 9-7. We barely made the playoffs. Like, what the hell is that? How does Dak throw for 5,100 yards and we barely make the playoffs? Can we explain that? Lots of fumbles from the Mr. Dak. We had 10 total fumbles as a team. TJ Yeldon played really well, actually. Receiving, Mike Evans, the GOAT wide receiver himself. Look at that. Jimmy Graham. Everybody had a really good season. I mean, I'm sorry, Marquise. You're probably going to be off the team. Linder with 20 sacks allowed. That really sucks. Miles Jack had a decent season, it would appear. Sack-wise, Abry Jones with a really good season. Really good defensive season, really, just in general. Sam Shields had a really good season as number 3. Not sure how Ramsey didn't do super well. Kicking, Jason Myers was really good. Punting, decent. Kick return, Rashad Green had a touchdown, so that's not bad. Offensive yards, number 2. Defensive, what are we? Top 10, I would assume. 15. Jesus, this defense is really shit. That's really bad. Blaine Gabbert is almost MVP. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not having it. I'm just not. Defensive Player of the Year, we're not even close to. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Dak, of course. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Miles Jack. That's all I wanted to see. That's all I needed to see, and that's all I wanted to see. Number 1 wide receiver has to be. Yep, Mike Evans, not a surprise there. Best D-line, no. Best linebacker, question mark? No. No. And I'm a little surprised we didn't get best kicker. That was a really good season. Let's take a look at that XP, though. Let's just take a quick look. Dak, 26,000. Not bad at all. We used a bit of XP on the way here. Mike Evans with a good season of stats. A lot of good. Like, I don't know what it is about Abry Jones, but he's a special guy. So, I don't know. We might actually re-sign him. So this is the updated squad going into the wildcard round against the Dolphins. Looking really solid. I mean, we absolutely destroy any team. I would at least like to think going up against us. Maybe the Steelers outmatch us, but our defense absolutely destroys the Steelers. I don't think we're fully there for the Super Bowl this year, but with how well this team has performed so far and having a good couple of first-round draft picks, I have high hopes for it, even if we don't win year one, which is very, very doable. We could easily win the Super Bowl right here. Then it crashes again. Unbelievable. Let's try to resume this. It was a really solid game. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of glad it messed up because it was overtime. They had the ball, and they were driving down the field pretty well. They were at midfield point, and we didn't look like we were going to stop them. I think there was a good chance they would have scored a touchdown. Definitely a field goal. And really both sides of the field have been really bad for us. What was it, 28 points we gave up? Not good. I mean, I could see the Dolphins giving up 28 points, but scoring them? Really? Like, this team isn't that bad. It's really good. 2 minutes left, though. The Dolphins seeming really good. And like I said, seeming really good. Seem almost unstoppable. Both defense and offense are shit, although we do come up with the clutch stop. And do we get it? We kneel it, so we actually win the game 27-23. I don't know. I don't get how good of a team this is. Can't fucking dominate against the Dolphins. The Dolphins aren't as good as you might think they are. At least I don't know. I guess the paper team doesn't, mean everything. It's just when you look on paper, the Dolphins just aren't that team, even though they did play decently well last year. I just don't believe it. Myles Jack with a great game. Look at the defense, though. Like 4 sacks from just 2 players on their side. Picks on picks on picks. 2 youngsters for both teams, actually. Doing really well. Not rookies quite for them, but really well for both teams there. Not bad at all. Going against the Raiders at their home. This is not a good sight for us to see. We're in 88, they're in 85. I mean, we already expected to be much better than them. But will we be able to stop the ground game with Marshawn freaking Lynch? I don't know. Start of the 4th, midfield, our ball up 10. This is looking pretty good. Great play on 3rd and 6 to Marquise Lee. You're not useless, bro. Just keep coming alive at the last second. And speaking of last second, I think it's a little too late for the Raiders to make a comeback. Can't convert, and that's pretty much game. Let's quickly zoom through this. 30-10, 30-17, and 30-17 is the final. There we go. A more convincing win. Marshawn Lynch with a solid game, I would assume. Had like a 80-plus yard run, which was really, really ridiculous, man. I can't believe that. Derek Carr, 3 picks. Dak Prescott, 1. Marshawn Lynch dominated 9.3 yards a carry, and you can't win? 15 attempts, 9.3, you can't win. What is that? Dak Prescott with 2 rushing touchdowns and a passing. TJ Yeldon really did not play well. Cordero Patterson did really well for them. Defensively, Khalil Mack. Offensive line has really been slacking out here. Picks, though, we got some decent ones. Not bad. Not bad at all. Jason Myers, 3 for 3. That's what I like to see. He's a really good overall. He's like an 86 overall now. Had a really good season, so we got a bunch of XP for him. What is that going to be? Ooh, 88-89. This is bad. So you got, like, if we win the Super Bowl, which we won't, you guys are going to think this is the flukiest shit ever. This time, on what can I say to get out of a loss? No, but seriously, I accidentally simmed to the end of the game. May or may not have lost 31-7. I'm not going to say anything, but I simmed to the end of the game, and he, goes by a little quicker than you'd want. And this is annoying me that we can't move the ball. Like, what is that? You can't move the ball 1 yard in 3 plays. You're the worst fucking team in the world. I'm just going to accept loss. I don't know what to fucking tell you guys. This is like an absolute fucking joke. Can't move the ball 1 yard in 3 plays. That's the biggest joke in the world. Our offense is better than theirs. Our offense is better than theirs. That is a joke. Wow, that is so, like, it actually grinds me up. Like, it gets me fucking heated that happened. It actually does me in. I kid you not. It is so annoying to see the Patriots, who have a lesser squad than us, which they do, 100%. You take away, what, Tom Brady, who played exactly just as bad as Dak Prescott. You take away that overall, and they have a worse overall than ours. Seahawks destroy the Patriots 42-14. Abry Jones, man, he's kind of expensive. Screw it, we're going to get him done. We're going to let everyone else go, though. Nick Perry is a free agent. Adrian Peterson's a free agent. Nick Perry's getting paid a lot here. Look here, Blunt. People are actually offering Will Hill like good money. Sam Shields wants that 1 year. Not worth signing him. Fuck him. He can just suck one. So Matt Anubadi doobity dooba. He's now green, which is pretty cool. Who is the other guy? He turned into a late second. Looks pretty solid himself. Sheroid. That doesn't get me confused or worried at all. Although, performance-wise, Dak is really shit. Late 6th round. Pretty damn good talent, if you ask me. We're 100% drafting him. A 7.0. Holy shit, that might be the best guard I've ever seen. I'm really happy with our scouting. We have number 4, 7. I believe we have at least 3 picks. 4, 7, 9. Do we have another? Please tell me we don't, because that would really suck. Here we, instead of going and trading our number 7 to the Chiefs, we trade Darren Lee in a 3rd round this year, I believe, to the Chiefs for number 17, which gives us another draft pick. Actually, you know what? We're just going to take that lineman. That defensive lineman is ours. Screw it. Why not? He's super good looking. I don't know about how handsome he is, but took him number 7, supposed to go number 17. One hell of a player. Just very disappointing that he's only normal. With 21 years old, though, that's one of the best players I've ever seen. He looks good, but is he good enough? I don't know. Griffin Rowe. Normal dev. Another really, really good player. Just normal dev. I'll take it, though. He's a starter. Can't pass up this left guard. I'm sorry. We cannot. Greatest left guard I've ever seen in my life. Supposed to go number 14. We took him at 17. 79 overall. Superstar dev. 22 years old. Really good. Fast as hell. 92 strength. With 40 reps, he should have been 96, honestly. Adrian Kaiser. Late 2nd. Let's take a look. Supposed to go 30. He was normal. Still got enough potential to become the starter for a year. Sheroid Crockett, please be at least quick. Normal. Supposed to go number 9 overall. Really solid corner. Can't be mad at that in the slightest. Darius Dockett, early 5th. We're in about mid-4th. I mean, decent. I suppose he'll start on the squad. He'll replace Marquise Lee, assuming we didn't trade him yet, which I don't think we did. Slow dev, 93. Considered a good pick. Really just a shit pick. Definitely the worst pick of the draft. He's like one of the best running backs like ever, especially late. What is he looking like? Quick development. Supposed to go number 3. He really did look that special. And, I mean, I think with those stats, he's going to be our starting running back. So, hopefully he can perform well for us. That was a very good pick for us. 75 overall, looking pretty solid. It's just 75 overall is low. I think he's going to be like a 70 overall or something really poorly. 72 overall. Decent stats. He's going to be one hell of a safety, I would assume. 88 zone coverage. I might have to try to see if I can get a trade for this guy, because we could use a safety at both positions, so I might have to take a trade. Left outside linebacker. We were going to go with this guy, but we really didn't have a need for him after all. 77 overall. Looking pretty solid. Again, really good, actually. Holy shit, he's a beast. Normal dev. Kind of expected that because those stats were way too damn good. Deal the lifetime for the Eagles. Justin Britt, Calais Campbell, and TJ Yeldon for Fletcher Cox. We do get a young, talented player, though, from that trade. And I really just have so much, like, I had so much excess players. I didn't know what to do. So we trade Norman, Hollowell, and a 3rd round next year for the Packers' 1st round this year. And we're not even going to switch those up. Hearns in a 2nd round to the Bears for their 1st overall, well, not their 1st overall, their 9th pick in the 1st round. So this is the team going into the 2nd season, which I don't know if it's going to be a Super Bowl, but it's looking pretty promising. I'm not happy with Jimmy Graham regressing already. I know he just hit 29, which is the year the regression starts, but that's all right, I suppose. We have a pretty young team now. I think Crockett should go to number 2. I think we have the talent to make it back to the playoffs. That's the big thing about this, is with the team we have right now, as long as we make the playoffs, we are destined for greatness because the XP will be flying on in. But yeah, I got to spend a little bit of XP, work on the rookie, see where they want to go. Ooh, Bodine with 10K. And Lindsley, ooh, nice. And then, I mean, hopefully, better season. So, Aaron Donald is... Ooh, yikes. So, Aaron Donald, how much money do we have? Please be 70. Okay, so 87 mil. That's really good. Look at the names, guys. So, this is bad. Look at how... Oh, my God. It went on for ages. So, Bodine, need him. Telvin, replaceable. Jack, no replacement. Lindsley, no replacement. Jason Myers, we'll see how he performs. We'll keep him, keep him, keep him. I think we'll let Jimmy go. Can't let Mike Evans go, so we're going to sign him right now, or at least try to. This is going to be an expensive-ass re-signing, man. This is ridiculous. Of course, you got to pay Aaron Donald the big bucks. When he asks for it, you give it to him, simply put. And, man, is this rough. The money is already gone. Vertical threat, 6'4", little on the other side, but we know he has superstar, so Muda, I'm going to grab... Oh, my God. A minus, A minus. Wow. Got to take a look at him whenever we're done with that. His development ability. Bodine... oh, shit. Bodine is cheap as fuck. I don't know why he's so cheap. All the other guys are like, I want all the money in the world, please. I'm going to lay the land here for you guys. Let's just say there's a 3-way tie in the division, and that's all I'm going to say. So we might not make the playoffs, even though I would really, really love to. Please tell me we win. If we don't, I'm going to be really devastated again. Are you serious? No way we lost. No way. 4-0 in preseason. Who did we lose to? The Titans. EA with that sim, man. That fake-ass sim. You're telling me this team loses to the Browns? Makes sense. You know, absolutely makes sense. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it make sense? The rookie running back did really well. I don't know if it's enough to win any sort of award, but Darius Dockett did really well, too. What about the sacks? I mean, are we serious right now? Sacks. McDaniels did very well. Maybe he has an award we could claim. Damn, Jalen Ramsey did well. Griffin Rowe did well. I hope one of our guys has Defensive Rookie of the Year. Jason Myers is getting the contract. He is getting a contract. The best kicker we've ever had. Dockett might be best or the Rookie of the Year. 6th offensive. Watch defense be like top 5 and we still miss the playoffs. 6 and 11. It makes sense that we didn't make it. Why wouldn't? Why not? Makes lots of sense. That is a joke. What an absolute joke. Defensive Player of the Year. Do we have one? Kirksey. Offensive Rookie of the Year. We were number 3 and 4. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Kaiser wins it. I really wanted McDaniels to win it. Best wide receiver, no. Best O-line, no. D-line, no. Nothing. Best kicker? Best DB and best kicker. That's something, I suppose. I can't believe we didn't make the playoffs with this squad, guys. Look at this. Look at this. This is a joke and a half, man. This squad. Wow. That's crazy. Absolutely ridiculous. Linder wants a 4-year, 40 mil. I don't like that contract, so I'm going to let it go. I would assume that Jimmy and him are going to make the 2 best free agents in the class. Most likely. Maybe Gronk is here. I don't know. If Gronk is here and he's 1 year younger than Jimmy, which I don't think is the case, I will do it. I will sign Gronk. Even though it's really stupid. Because we actually do have money issues for sure. We had such a such a god squad here that the money issues they're becoming of us. Had to let those guys. Oh, our guy. How do you avoid the fucking tag? Like you guys say, oh, remove the offer. There wasn't an offer. Is it because we have nobody as a backup? Like, I don't want to pay this motherfucker that much. How much are we spending? Is Telvin not getting an offer now? Well, I mean, guys, I might have just pulled off the greatest move of all time, the greatest heist. Just pulled off the greatest heist of all time if we can get a sliver. Please get a little piece. He'll want it. Just a little piece. It does not. Kind of figured it. I mean, we could... Oh, my God. Look at the middle linebackers in this draft. Looking really good. Oh, my lordy. The middle linebackers in this draft are really solid. I might grab another one. Number 2 overall. We don't need number 2 overall, though. I really want to see where this tight end goes. We're going to grab our tight end here. He should be pretty spectacular, especially being this high on the list. Leao, how good are you? Superstar. That is a shocker. 76 overall. Supposed to go number 3. Took him number 5. He's 23, so actually it doesn't shock me as much as I thought it did. Did you guys save the best for last? Did you guys really? Oh, thank you. Number 5 supposed to go. Took him 17. Not bad at all. I think he'll actually play like a legit outside linebacker spot. Middle linebacker is a very important position, and this is the year I want to make sure we make the Super Bowl. So we're going to go with this guy. Hope he's decent. Ooh, a little bit of superstar. I think that's... I mean, I love... Like, you guys know me. I love superstar, but at this point, we're kind of looking for just fill-in guys. We're not really looking for guys that are destined for future greatness. We're looking for guys that are really solid now. Let's take a look at the 2 guys that we cared about. I don't know about anyone else, but Samuda, an 81 overall. Not bad at all. 6'1", 239. This man has got some stats on him. Problem is, he's old as fuck. He is really old. 24 years starting, that is bad, which is why I'm surprised Joe Mixon was drafted, especially by the goddamn Bengals. 78 overall, Seahorn. Look at those speed stats. Pretty decent throwing. Should be superstar. He is nothing crazy spectacular. 23 years old. If he was 22, would have been really good, but I mean, nothing, nothing we haven't seen. Holy shit, look at the XP, guys. If this isn't a Super Bowl team, I don't know what is. We have the starting lineup, and here it is. Looking pretty solid. I don't know who we should have as our 3 guys that we want to upgrade. I think it'll probably be Eubanks, Leao. Might be the center. We have Ledford. I don't know if I want to develop him. I think it'll be McDaniels with him. Our team's looking really good, though, so, I mean... I don't want to seem like it's just like I'm lazy and that's why I don't want to do the more seasons. It's so frustrating seeing such a good team get wasted. It's just a joke to me. Really hoping for a cornerback because I believe Boye. We got a middle linebacker, Cole Rayner. I believe Boye is a guy that wants one of them contracts. Let's take a look at who it is. Please just be Boye and not like Dak. Okay, so we have to resign. Is that really all we have to do this year? Because we have a really big task of resigning. I don't know what to think. Midway through the season, we are 3-4. I don't know what is wrong with this team. I can't tell you why we're losing. We have such a good... I mean, unless we win the division, we probably lost again. 8-8, we made it. Mike Evans, holy shit. Really. 8-8 is... We barely made it. 4-12. I don't know what to tell you guys. 35 touchdowns again. 15 picks again. Rushing. Eubanks is doing pretty well. Receiving. Mike Evans had another really good season. Leao did really well as a rookie. Left tackle always playing really poorly now. Fletcher Cox had a really good season. Donald did well. I'm surprised McDaniels didn't do well. He's a 91 overall now. His pass rush stats, to be fair, aren't the greatest. By the way, this Rowe guy is slowly becoming like the greatest strong safety ever play the game. Like, he's already got 10 picks in 2 seasons. That's a really good start to a career. Jason Myers got blocked 3 times, and overall was only 59% on field goals. Not good. We're going against the Raiders, which I believe we beat them by a ton before in the past. So you would think we would be able to do decently here. 6-12. Which is practically our fucking record. That's shit we are. I thought it was like Chad Greenway got that. I was like, what in the world? Did we get any sort of awards? Offensive Rookie of the Year? Really didn't get with Layout. Artmore got it. And then we were quite a bit off on this. Jesus, not even close. Best quarterback. Oh, shit. Dak almost got best quarterback. That's That's good to know you at least played well. Are we going to get any award at all? I don't think we will. We got 0 awards, which really sucks. Let's take a look at the XP real quick. Upgrade our guys, and then go to the playoffs again for the first time in ages. We actually had a regression from our left tackle spot. I mean, I don't see how we're so shit, man. I really don't. I'm really curious to see what this team's overall is. I'll show you the players real quick. Nothing too crazy. Ooh, Dax at 99 with the +2, though. It's pretty slick. It's the first time we've had a 99, I almost said wide receiver, quarterback in a while. What's our team? That's not including the upgrades. 92 overall to their 87. And the Raiders, as we know, have a really good base team in this game. So there's really not going to be anyone near a 92. But what do you know? 8-8. Like, what the fuck, man? 3-4 to start it. Finish 8-8. Like, what is life? I know our record's shit, but I mean, I expect a dominating game early on. That seems to be the case. Good drive by them, but they just can't finish it. They do. No, they don't get the ball back in. It's 10-7. Defense playing well. Offense just can't get it done as per usual. Start of the third, and it's 10-7 with such an explosive team. It's one of my most frustrating rebuilds I've ever had, 100%. Like, I've had it bad and like in the past where our team just can't do anything, but this is actually like, I don't understand what this is. And I've changed offensive playbooks so many times. Like, it's not that I've used I'm using Dallas. I've changed it. What a kick, by the way, by... Did he make it? He did make it. Jason Myers with a great kick. It's not going to be enough, though, as they're about to score a touchdown, and defense actually holds up, saving the offense yet again. And can we run off into the next game? We can. Absolutely disappointing performance. What a joke yet again. Just let me see how many picks Dak threw. Like, he's just 122 yards with this team. Like, wow. You got Eubanks running for 5.5 a carry. You've got this offense, and you can't get down the field. You got your defense getting 4 sacks on the left tackle side. Like, what is this, man? You've got all this help, and you can't get it done. You got picked by 11-year pro Paul Posluszny. Holy shit, 99 overall quarterback, my ass. Because this is one of the better teams we've had. Who the fuck are the Boars, by the way? Is that the Chargers? You would assume that to be the Chargers. What? They're 12-3-1 with an 80 overall team. EA, man, you guys are fucking fantastic with your sims. Like, they must not calculate overalls into the sim at all, do they? They look at the name and give them a 75% chance of winning just based off the name. It has to be. Can't get down the field. Fourth quarter, down 16. I really might be done with this rebuild. Like, this is such a fucking joke. I mean, good job with the field goal. You know, as long as you feel like you did the right thing. You got all the opportunities in the world with this defense coming out. Oh, I'm actually done. I'm actually done right now. Like, what is this? Look at this. I'm done with this rebuild, guys. I'm fucking done, man. The shitty-ass Chargers. What is this? Dak can't fucking get a passing rating over fucking 70. Oh, my God. I'm done, man. It's not a fail rebuild. EA, you guys are on something, man. Holy shit with your bullshit. 12-3-1 from an 80 overall Chargers team. Phillip Rivers is still the starter. What is that motherfucker's overall? Like fucking 72? 99D, 93O. Oh no, not 82 overall. Phillip Rivers with his 85 throw power darting it down the field. Oh no. That offensive line that is so damn good, like mid-70 tier, absolutely going to block everyone. That is, man, how is that even fair with that? Like, how is that fair? How is it fair the league let them have this good of a team? Damn, look at that. Ooh, that's so good. I'm fucking done, guys. Like, oh my God. 8-8 from this roster. What the fuck is wrong with this game? What is life? I don't even know. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely not a failed rebuild. EA is just on some drugs. Like, I don't get it. I could just fucking sub half the defense off and we'd still have a better team than any team we faced in the playoffs. And we get beat that easily by the Chargers. Like, I don't know. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys come back for next video. I don't know what Friday's videos have in store. Should be some sort of franchise gameplay. Hopefully at least the preseason, maybe a regular season game. Also, Outlast should be out some point this weekend. Draft Champions and Seasons as well, hopefully. Anyways, like I said, come back for next video. Don't know what the next team's going to be realistically. Let me know what team you think it should be. And then, of course, we're down to the Patriots for fantasy. Somehow EA is going to fuck that up, too. We're going to have I could sim, I swear to God, I could take over the Patriots, sim without changing anything, and go 0-16. I swear, that's how bad sim is. But anyways, until next video, see ya!